Welcome to the show. Ayo, ayo, oh. Lights come on and left tonight. Sportcat shining, feeling right. Brenda's laughing by his side, turning chaos into pride. Headlines roll, but we don't fear. We find the light and bring it here. Sportcat's Gazette, don't bunker tonight. We rise above with laughter and light. Through every storm, we find our way, smiling through the madness every day. Hey, 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 every day. Hey, every day. Sportcat's Gazette, hit play.
It's the howl of Cobain, the thunder of Grawl, a rebel transmission straight to the soul. Vinyl and venom, sweat in the sound. We don't play background, we tear it down.
Coming up next on Radio X, your ultimate rock destination.
Sportcat's Daily Gazette is about to hit your ears. Weird news, mad stories, and chaos served with a grin. From the outrageous to the downright ridiculous, Sportcat will cover it all, because normal is boring.
Stay tuned. Things are about to get interesting.
Radio X, the fire, the foundation. Fueling the dream with no hesitation. The volumes of vow, the airwaves, our nation. This is my station, my rock destination.
The boss jock has entered the building. You are listening to the Sportcat Show.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Gather around your radio, put your hands on the radio, and feel the power. We are live on Radio X Australia, the number one rock and roll radio station in the continent. So we are also overnight on WRFN. Gosh, I do that. WZQR in Pine Island, Florida. I encourage everybody, come over and join the chat. We got Chris, we got KG, we have Sage. I'm hiding Brenda. So, Brenda, why do you look like a witch?
I'm cold. I'm wearing my Udi.
Why are you cold? It's 150 degrees and you got a hurricane headed towards you.
It's 69 in this house and I am freezing my duties off.
Maybe you should turn the AC down a little bit. Your neighbors might need that power. So
the hell with them.
Wow.
No.
Let me hit a button here because
yes, please.
Today's show is probably going to be lit. In fact, I'll probably play two.
The views, opinions, and satirical content expressed on Sportcat's Daily Gazette are those of the host, Glen Sportcat Jackson.
That's me.
And do not reflect the views of any affiliated networks, sponsors, or platforms hosting the show.
Correct.
This show is intended for entertainment purposes only. Please note, satire and humor, all commentary, especially on news, sports, and entertainment, is presented in a satirical manner. Statements made on this show should not be taken as factual reporting or professional advice.
No.
The views expressed on the Sportcat Show are for entertainment purposes only.
I'm doing it too for today.
Constitute professional advice or scientific fact. Brenda and Sportcat are not scientists.
That's us.
Their opinions are strictly their own and do not represent the positions of any employers, past, present, or future. No information presented here should be used as a substitute for professional consultation. You acknowledge that any actions taken based on this content are at your own discretion and risk. Now let's get into the show.
That's right. For allowing me to tickle your ears, you're paying for the price of admission.
Is that Wendell? Is Wendell here?
Is here.
Wendell,
in the chat.
where have you been?
think he's been hiding
Shame.
under Cheyenne's basement or something. I don't know. She might have released the GIMP.
Shame on you, Wendell. Where have you been? Ah.
All right. Well, so before we get into your weekend and my weekend, let's just go ahead and attack some local Union County, Tennessee politics, because I know they're all listening. I know today they are fixated to their radios, their smart devices. God knows some of them need smart devices. And the Facebook trolls will be out there. So I want to remind everybody, when you put yourself in public, such as I, a boss jock, internationally known, you open yourself up to commentary and opinion that may be different than mine. And so you have to let it roll off your back. Sometimes it pisses you off. Sometimes you get your feelings hurt, but you don't ever go on a personal attack or crusade unless it's against a politician or a political candidate. They're fair game. Now, with that being said, let's just say you're a small town, low intelligent local reporter for a small rural East Tennessee community's newspaper. Now, let's say you're in that position and you have tried to turn the script to fit your views and expressed your opinion, not unlike myself, but I always put the disclaimer out there. Go vote, do whatever you want. You know, it's on you. At the end of the day, you have to decide what's best for you, your family, your county, your country, whatever. You know, everybody's priorities line up a little bit different. But a tactic typically used by Democrats is, if I can't argue back with you, or not even argue, if you can't have a conversation, a dialogue without name calling and insults, you've lost. You're losing. I mean, let's just be honest. We have a candidate for sheriff that is under a federal case where he violated the Constitution of the United States. I'm sorry, allegedly violated the Constitution of the United States. Allegedly, because in this country, you're innocent until proven guilty. But just this weekend, and his lawyer's going to hate his guts for this. Just this weekend, he goes on a local TV station. All three candidates do. And they're asked, I don't know, maybe a dozen questions by a local reporter. Basically, why do you want to be sheriff? And why are you qualified? You know, the typical. And by the way, all three candidates are still welcome to come on, or anyone that wants to debate this is welcome to come on. I have an open forum here. And I am intelligent enough to accept that people may have a differing view. Anyhow, back to my point. So you have one candidate that is under a federal case and has charges against him, his department. And the very first thing he says in his interview with the Knoxville Metropolitan NBC News reporter, I don't have enough training. We don't have enough training. This is the same candidate who Human Resources said has zero experience on his personnel file. So that is going to be blown up and put on a jumbotron in front of a jury, and it's going to play his words, I don't have enough training. That's an admission of guilt. His lawyer is going to hate his guts. If I was his PR agent, I would be cringing. I would totally be cringing because in several, they list when you have a case against you, they list the complaints. Complaint number 1, you're ugly. Complaint number 2, you're stupid. Whatever they are. In multiple of the claims, it says that you're not trained as a professional law enforcement officer. You're not trained to uphold the Constitution, which, by the way, if you're elected sheriff, you have to raise your hand, place your hand on a Bible, and swear an oath to that Constitution to uphold it. How in the hell can you be sheriff if you're being charged with violation of constitutional rights? He should drop out. I mean, that would be, especially now that he's admitted his guilt. The second candidate, Jerry Lawson, he is culpable by proxy because also in his interview, he cites there's not enough training and you can go through. He was fired because he couldn't keep the little guys in the orange suits out there picking up trash for the county in line by the sheriff. Now, we'll say he's got more training than Carter. Lawson has more training than Carter. That cannot be disputed by his personnel file. But he is culpable because his department, his administration is named in this federal case. It specifically cites the Union County Sheriff's Department administration. He's number 3 in charge. Seems to me the county is going to be writing some big checks. The taxpayers are going to be paying millions of dollars because they have continued to allow the good old boys to run the departments. And when you are the head law enforcement, the sheriff for a small town, you run that town. The mayor has power, the county commission has power, but they're not out there on the streets at night sweeping up the stuff. They run it. It's their show. Let's just be honest about it. Now, they've also cited that candidate Holloway, who I have openly supported, used the term when she was on patrol. That's an admission. She was on patrol. That they gave her, and I'm going to quote her, it was a poor choice of words, I'll be honest, useless calls. Now, as a responder, I know what that means. First off, they were giving her calls that were different because she was a female. When I was a communications officer in law enforcement, I didn't care what they were. I didn't care if they were female, male, alien, whatever. They had a job to do. Go out there, uphold the law. So they would send her on these, and I'll use her word, useless calls. And so many people have been, oh, she's like Hillary calling us, what did Hillary call? A bucket of trash or something. I don't know. She called, the Democrats called something. And I can see where the public would take that term useless and be like, oh, that's kind of not. And while it was a poor choice of wording, she was speaking from the heart as a responder, because what a useless call is to a paramedic, firefighter, you get called out for a trash can on fire in the middle of the street set by kids that somebody could have easily went out and kicked over and stomped out. That's a useless call. You got a whole bunch of people out of service for it. Or you go on a medical call to a doctor's office where the doctor calls 911 because he doesn't know what he's doing. And they dispatch $750,000 worth of equipment to go out there. That's a useless call. Somebody calls and their toe is broke. Yes, it's painful. Yes, it hurts. Do you need an ambulance? Yes, that's right, Chris. Deplorables. That's what Hillary called the citizens of the U.S. Those are useless calls because in our opinion, as first responders, our job is to respond to emergencies, something where I can make a difference in somebody's life, whether it be they're having a bad day mentally, they are sick, they are in a car wreck. You want to respond and help people. And when you're taken out of service and multiple pieces of equipment are taken out of service for these useless, and I'm using air quotes, calls, somebody down the street may be having an actual emergency, a heart attack, a robbery, and you can't clear and go to them because you are tied up with this call. And now, do I fault the people that call in? A lot of people don't know because of education lately, since I left high school, when to dial 911. There's times to dial 911. There's times to call the non-emergency line. And there's times to just handle it yourself. And unfortunately, we have not educated the public on the proper use of emergency services. We have not educated the public on when we are needed. Now, it goes two ways. The elderly community, grandma could be having a heart attack and she will call her niece, her nephew, her daughter, her brother, her sibling, whatever, before she will call an ambulance. That's a true story. So, and I have seen, and I will go out on an actual emergency for an elderly patient. And when I'm greeted there by them, the first thing they will say is, "I'm sorry I called to bother you." Well, you're not bothering me. I'm doing my job, but you need me. The guy across the street that was bit on the butt by a tick, he don't need me. So,
snake on the foot.
Well, a snake on the foot, that's a little different, but tick on the butt. I have responded to a person that was bit by a spider on the penis. And the first thing at the door, they say, "You want to see it?" Nope. No, I don't. Nope. Not a chance. And I'm not taking you to the hospital. You got 3 cars and a driver right there. You don't need an ambulance. Sign here, press hard. I'm going in service to help somebody else. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't understand in public safety the abuse we take. And now, especially, I love this, the defund the police movement. They are the first damn ones to call the police and go, "Well, where are you?"
I know, right? Yeah. Sorry, it's going to take us a minute to get them from 2 counties over.
Yeah, exactly. And that also, one of my arguments about the open border, our society isn't built to withstand millions of people rushing into the country, using our roads, using our hospitals, using our libraries, using our resources. We have to have it in an organized manner. So that was one of my arguments.
We have an organized mess. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's called chaos.
It is.
So the citizens of Union County that want to attack me online, feel free. I just wish you would stop hiding by anonymous little accounts and, what do you call it? Nicknames. If you're going to attack me, bring it. I don't care. I can take it. I'm probably going to laugh at you, but there is the off chance that you might say something that makes me say, that's a good point. But you need to present it logically and without name calling. So, and to the local reporter, just want to remind you, daily, I probably get about 20,000 listens, and I probably get a very large area of coverage internationally, whereas you might get read by 400 or 500 citizens in a small county. So know your role. Know who you're arguing with, because I'm telling you, if you come after me, I'm going to call you out. I'm going to call you out. Now, I'm not calling you out by name. You know who you are, and I know you're going to listen to this, and you're going to be, oh, I'm so butthurt. Well, I didn't call your name out. So people will know who you are because of your ignorance. So
I know nothing, but you know, I would like to
rant over. I just hope that come August 7th, when the dust settles from this election, and it won't happen because it hasn't happened in the national scene. What makes you think it's going to happen in the state or local? That people will come behind whomever wins and rally, because we need people to lead. We may not come out and vote for the smartest people. I mean, look at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. But we need to unite and rally behind them because they have been chosen, whether you want to believe it was illegally or they were voted in. However, they're there. Somebody told me a long time ago in Washington, D.C., when I was growing up, you don't have to respect the man or the woman, but you do have to respect the office. And that is so true of any position. Over the weekend I was attacked because I called out a bunch of misogynist trolls who were attacking the female candidate. And I used my face, my image, my name, and I said, you guys are just a bunch of redneck misogynists. And holy shit, that was attacked. And then I got this one guy that keeps saying, well, how would you, because I said real men don't talk that way. And I had another guy, he was preaching the Bible about women are supposed to be behind the oven and with their legs spread having babies. I don't know, whatever.
Really?
And he was going off, and then he tried to say, well, see, you don't support women as homemakers. If a woman chooses to be a homemaker, that's their choice. I'm glad that they are. I'm glad that they're homemakers, because let me tell you, I've been out there and seen the moms that leave their kids in the care of others or even alone to go to the club. So I'm glad there are females out there that do that. Every woman in the United States has the same rights as I do. And I respect if they want to be sheriff, if they want to be a fireman. I have met firemen, firewomen. It's just a term, firemen. I know it's a lot of people go, oh, you can't say that. It's a woman. It's a term. That were just as good, if not better, than some of the people I've worked with. You know, and I had a girl 99 pounds soaking wet in a training drill. She was set up to fail. Carry me 250 pounds before my 100 pounds of gear out of a simulated burning building. And she did it. And she got my respect, the respect of her whole crew, and the respect of the training academy who set her up for failure. And there are women that can lead. There are women, you know, my comment back to the guy was, he said that I had fantasies, apparently. And I said, well, in your own argument, you say women are good at nothing but staying at home and being baby makers, cleaning, cooking, you know, whatever. I told him to spit the tobacco out and get off his sister. That could
oh my God.
Well, yeah, I did that.
That's good. That was
and
good. Wow.
Well, I mean, yeah, if you're going to come at me, and I will give him credit, he used a real name. Whether it was a fake account or not, I don't know, but he used his real name. So it wasn't like Laughing Squid 22 or some bullshit from Facebook. And he come back and said that I sounded like I had some fantasies of basically tying women down and blah, blah, blah. I don't even know what the hell he was talking about at that point. And he went on to say that women should know their role. A woman can't do any job better than a man. And so in my reply back, to which he never replied, and this is after he did reply back after I told him to get off his sister and spit out his tobacco. He did reply back, and he said,
get off your
he said that I apparently had these fantasies, which I don't even have a sister. So I said to him, I said, you know, it's funny you say that. it sounds as though to me you're the one that has the fantasies. Just put yourself, you're having to have a procedure from a proctologist. Do you necessarily, and before I say this and anybody asks me, there are male nurses that can do the job and do it great. But as a man, do you really want a male nurse in that situation? Maybe that sounds a little misogynistic, but I'll be safe to say I would probably feel a little uncomfortable. Now, does that mean a man can't do the job? No, not by any means. And does that mean I want a woman to be the one to examine my privates? Well, that's subjective. But no, it's a medical profession, and there are plenty of great male nurses out there, but I don't think we should assign a gender to specific jobs. Now, if you're having a procedure and you have a choice between a man and a woman, I mean, Brenda, you have to go for female procedures. Would you feel uncomfortable with a female doing it or a male doing something?
Let me tell you how this works for women, especially ones that have given birth to children.
Several times.
You've already opened your legs to society,
Oh, yeah.
So to me, it doesn't matter whether it's male or female, as long as they do it right.
I delivered a baby in the parking lot of a drugstore. I think it was Walgreens. And there was a whole crowd and gather around. I'm trying to get the firemen to put up sheets around us. And she literally screams out to me, "I don't care what the hell you have to do. Get this thing out of me."
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Period.
And I'm like, well, that's more up to you than me. Okay.
Actually, I said that. Get that thing out of me.
We'll work this out. No, I am not misogynistic. Do I say stupid things? Yes. Am I going to continue to say stupid things? Yes. But, like this show disclaimer says, this is for humor and satire. I give Brenda shit daily, but at the end of the day, Brenda knows she is my co-host, and she's also well aware, as is my audience, if she decides one day she wants to flip the switch off and not do this show's done. I don't have anyone else I want to do the show with. I can have guests fill in and whatever, but if Brenda decided one day, I don't want to do this show would be done, because Brenda and I have a unique banter. She hates me. I hate her. It works out perfectly. She believes there's not a conspiracy theory out there that she hasn't liked. So we are like fire and ice, but I couldn't survive without her. It's kind of like you're my Robin Quivers if I was Howard Stern.
Stop it. You're going to make me cry.
Well, shut up. So go bake me a cake. Get on your knee. But so how the hell was your weekend? And let's get back to why it is you look like a witch.
It was I'm cold. It was pretty good. But I did leave my house.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, you track me.
I did. Yeah, I stalked Brenda. Yeah, see, that's how it works. So she stalks me too, to be fair.
Yes, I do. I did leave the house and drove around my community and realized that the rental office is moving any shithead in. As I drove around, there were people going through the trash can, pulling out broken furniture and trying to take it home and use it.
Well, now, let's be fair. Maybe it could have been recycled and reclaimed and repurposed. Maybe.
Oh, good Lord. So,
come on, this is a Goodwill shirt.
My lease is up in a couple of months, so I am in the process of looking to move.
Tennessee.
I'm not leaving state right now, but I'll tell you, I have seriously been considering someplace else, but not right now.
Well, you know what? If you need a female roommate, I may know somebody. So, seriously.
You may know somebody.
yeah, you don't know them, but somebody that may be looking actually to come to Texas. So caregiver too at that. Just throwing it out there. So, but yeah.
You kicking your wife out?
Trust me, she's like Nurse Ratchet. She's the kind of old school nurse that when she puts that Band-Aid on and she wants to make sure it's good and tight, and she just, yep, it's on there. It slaps it to make sure. Yeah, she is Nurse Ratchet. Mrs. Sportcat, I'm glad she's in management now. So, because I have
your
felt
tooth is sore. Get over it.
No, she doesn't do teeth or eyes. It's funny. I got like a tooth falling out. I'm like, here, can you help me? She's like, get away from me. I'm like, you're in the medical field, for Christ's sake. So she told me,
I'd have been like, hell yeah, open up, bitch.
Whenever the kids had a dental issue, they were like, go to your dad. It's like, what? You're in the medical field, for God's sake. God. Yeah, so yeah, she was very good in OR. The patients were sedated, and so she was very good in OR, and she worked her way up after 20 some years to be in management because, well, she's probably old and crippled. I'm just saying. So
well, I figured out that there, I mean, I live in the ghetto as it is, but I found out that there are things worse than the ghetto, and they're moving into my community.
Well, isn't Texas one of the most what is it? They did a poll that said that some states were better to move to than others. Luckily, Tennessee ranked like 47th, so I feel good with that number. I'm comfortable with them saying it sucks. Don't come to Tennessee. But I think Texas ranked pretty high up there, didn't it?
Yeah.
So,
well, there are a lot of good parts.
Well, there are, and there's a lot of great parts of Tennessee. They just how do they do the polls or whatever for the major cities? They don't go out and look at like in the other ones, so. But yeah, but the worst part is they bring their damn politics with them. You left there because it was a crap hole, and now you come here to do the same thing.
We have a problem with that here, and it's the California people that moved here.
Well, a lot of people are banning New York and California. I think Florida is so full they may have to start restricting it because it may sink into the ocean. I mean, it's too much weight. So, well, that was what my senator thought. So, Hank. Hank. Yeah, when they were talking about building a bigger base on an island, I don't know, somewhere the U.S. has got a base, and he questioned the general during a hearing, asking if the additional troops and armory and equipment, if they weren't afraid that it would actually sink the island. I was like, hey, look at this guy. Well, I didn't vote for Hank. I didn't like him when he was my county commissioner. So.
Get it, Hank. Get it.
That's right. Chris says, I had a school fun fair to go to in 2nd grade. My dad tried giving me a haircut before he went, and he cut my ear, and there was blood and crying. My dad yelled at me and blamed me. Yeah, he probably moved. And then Mom did some stuff. It was probably that copper stuff. What was that? Was it iodine? What was it that back in old school? That
iodine is the copper stuff. But
that stuff felt so great. Yeah, that leaves a so I caught my arm, and I still have the scars from it, on a barbed wire fence while we were out picking vegetables, and that was the first time my aunt ever heard me use the word F, to which I instantly got slapped as my arm was still on a fence with blood going everywhere. She looks at it, she says, you'll be all right. It was tore from like there to there. I was like, yeah, okay. Sure.
I remember when I shattered my elbow on the only rock in a sand playground. I fell backwards off of the swing and shattered my elbow. And I was young, and I didn't realize that when you have a break like that, if you stand up and try to walk, you can't. For some reason, it throws you. My mom said, come on, let's go. I'm like, yeah.
I was playing neighborhood ball, and it's a pickup
Hi,
game.
Caesar.
Kids
Hi.
in the neighborhood, whoever just shows up. And I was playing a pickup game, and we were on, I guess it was like the elementary football field or whatever. And I will never forget. This is the reason I couldn't go in the Coast Guard. I went out deep. The ball was coming to me because the quarterback thought there was a female covering me. Ironically, her name was Gwen. It was raining. It was muddy. We were having great time as kids, and she tackled me, slamming me to the ground. And that wasn't the worst part. I could handle that, but we were sliding together, and my forward momentum was stopped by a manhole cover that was raised because of the mud, and I shattered my kneecap. And I rode my bike home. One leg pedaling. That was fun. Kind of like you, I'm sure. And I get home, and Mom's like, put some ice on it. You'll be right in the morning. The next morning, it's big and bloody. She's like, we might have to go to the doctor for that.
And all I can say is these kids today do not know what they missed out on.
And that's when the Coast Guard had requirements, and I went through the physical, and they did the x-ray of my knee because it made some noise, and I didn't tell them about pre-existing injury. And he said, no, you are disqualified from serving in the Coast Guard. And as soon as I left the processing center, or the testing center for the Coast Guard, I was met outside by two recruiters, one Army. He says, oh, you'd be perfect for Delta Force. That's a new upcoming thing. Sure. And then I had another guy from the Navy goes, hey, you wanted to go out on the water? You could be a sailor. And I'm like, no, I'm done.
A squid.
A seaman.
A seaman.
I almost joined the Navy, but if my dad hadn't been in the Navy, I probably would have. So I had enough experience as a child with it. So in the Army, I grew up next to an Army base. I was like, no. And that's all I wanted to do. I wanted to be a paramedic in the Coast Guard. So
I couldn't join the Army. I had a problem with authority.
I wouldn't. And now the Coast Guard, well, not now, but there for a while, the Coast Guard was letting anybody in. And I don't know if you've ever seen their paramedic rescue diver training. That shit is brutal. I mean, it is brutal. They take and put you out in the warm water. Then they take and put you out in the cold water.
Cold water, yep.
And then, and I'm not sure. I think that was the one that down off of Key West, they dropped a bunch of people in and said, you got a 1/4 mile swim back to the island. See you soon. And the helicopter flew off.
Have a good time.
They dropped one of the recruits into, I don't know if it's called a swarm, a nest, or whatever, of jellyfish. And he damn near died. I mean, he was like dumped right in it. Boop.
Quick, everybody pee on him.
He got flew to Hawaii to a specialty center that treated jellyfish injuries because he was stung so much. But to his credit, he made it to shore where he promptly collapsed.
Way to go. That's a tough dude. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
After that, I'd be like, no, I'm done. I don't think I want to do this anymore. So, yeah.
Sissy.
Yeah, no. After that, I'd be done. So, yeah, that would suck. Mercurochrome, that's it. It wasn't iodine, it was mercurochrome.
Oh, okay. I'll leave it to Chris. Or
that was Denise.
Denise.
That was Denise.
Denise, where you been?
Denise. So, well, Brenda, let's get on with the show. What do you say?
I'm kind of having. It's Monday. I woke up and thought, is it Friday? No.
We do have some news. I mean, there's some breaking news. And there's some stupid news. So
I like stupid news.
Yeah, I mean we've talked too long. We're already 40 minutes into the show. Good Lord.
It's your
but
fault.
Yeah, well, it is. It is. You're right. It is my fault. So, let's see where am I going. Well, currently it's 2:40 here on the East Coast, California, 11:41, 12:41, Denver, Chicago 1:41, Sydney 4:41 a.m. Burnt toast and coffee time. Get the hell out of there. Go to work. Lord Howe, don't hit snooze again. Get up, get moving. So we are headed towards the buck moon.
The buck moon.
Yeah, the buck moon. I did some homework on that since you refused to. So
I found the name.
Well, yeah. But
and I bet you it's not going to look like that.
Well, I'm pretty sure. Wow, why is it not showing that? Yeah. Denise asks, is it me or does it feel like something is going to happen soon? Well, that's actually one of our headlines. We are on a worldwide alert as Americans for an attack. Germany raised their threat level to attack imminent. I didn't look up Australia, but I think theirs was as well. And so was UK. And when they put out the worldwide alert, it was red. I was like, huh.
Ooh. Huh. Well then.
So the buck moon, it's called that because traditionally this is when the antlers of male deers, which are bucks, are starting their full growth. So shed and growth this time of year, around this time, progressing each year to a larger set. It's also called the feather molting moon by the Cree Indians. And of course, that's because the birds, like other animals, they shed, they molt. Your dogs, they shed. So the salmon moon, because, well, that's where the salmon go back to get it on. The berry moon, I'm assuming that's probably because it's time to pick the berries. So I guess they're ripe. Corn moon, raspberry, thunder moon. Was I live the other day when the thunder struck or lightning struck so hard that the thunder shook the house and not
you said you said it shook the house.
Yeah. So the new moon is was the 14th. We've already passed that, haven't we? Yeah, we've passed that. So we're headed to tomorrow, the first quarter. So the 29th will be the full moon, the buck moon. So there you go. So yep. That's the buck moon. So, and ironically, today is Moon Day on our calendar. So the sun is still 6 minutes late, Brenda. I don't understand. So do you want to do lyrics again for a
done with that? We can.
All right. Well, let's pick a good one here. That was Thunderstruck.
It wanted to play along too. It was like,
New York. Did you see that fire truck that those guys are going to be in so much trouble, but they drove through the water to rescue people. I mean, kind of did their job. So, but
they should have waited for a boat, but okay.
No, I mean, it could have been a $2 million fire truck. We'll just vacuum out when we get back to the station. Yeah, they drove right through that in the tunnel up to the bumper. Wow.
I just want to know, did they rescue the poor deer that were floating away? I want to know what happened.
Yeah, screw that deer. No, they were rescuing the people. So, so what kind of lyric you want? Well, he just said an AC/DC quote. You want to do AC/DC lyrics? Do you do AC/DC?
I may be able to do that.
Maybe.
It's been a while since I've listened to him, but
we could do Britney Spears or Taylor Swift if you want. So
no, I swear you with Taylor Swift. She's a witch. Can't handle her.
I'm sure she probably is. So maybe she is. So
she is.
I don't know. So,
wow.
all right. So we're going to go with AC/DC. Chris got me in the mood now.
Okay. Here we go. Let's do
lyrics
this.
and but he says he's not a huge ACD. Now's the time to tell me. Great. Good job, Chris. Give me another topic quickly because we're running out of time. So
who else did we have?
Hold on. We had the Beatles, we had Zeppelin, we had YouTube, Madonna, country, 60s, 80s, metal, rap and hip hop, Queen, 90s, 2000s.
I think we can all do 80s pretty well.
Okay, we'll do 80s. All right. So it's gonna ask another just a random quiz or fabulous 80s quiz or the top hits. Let's do the fabulous lyrics.
Okay.
All right. We'll do the fabulous lyrics. Here we go. All right. So we're gonna take this. And sometimes we may know the lyrics, sometimes we may not. So now Denise, they both said rock general. So hold on. The trivia, they have overruled us. So
all right.
Where was rock lyrics? There's rock lyrics. I don't see a generic rock lyrics, so we'll go here. Enter these songs at your own risk. Rock and roll lyrics, 10 questions. Let's do that one. All right. Oh Lord, here we go. So I'm gonna give you a lyric from a classic rock or pop. It's probably a classic rock or disco by now, and you give me the name of the band or singer. All right, here we go. Question 1. Who sang the lyrics Ground Control to Major Tom in 1969? David Bowie, Elton John, Iggy Pop, or Lou Reed?
David Bowie.
Yep, that's right. Chad agrees with you. All right, question 2. Pick You Up and Take You Away was a 1976 song lyric from which band? Oh, crap. Boston, Berlin, Chicago, or Nazareth? Pick You Up and Take You Away. 1976 lyric from which band? Boston, Berlin, Chicago, Nazareth. Right about now, the chat's like, yeah, I wish I hadn't picked this one. Pick You Up.
It might be. I want to say that it's Boston, maybe.
Yeah, is that the lyrics from More Than a Feeling? In Chicago, no. And I'm not sure about Nazareth or Berlin. But Denise says Nazareth. Chris says Boston. Brenda, you do the split. I think it's Boston myself. I think it's from More Than a Feeling, but I'm not sure. What do you think, Brenda? You're the tiebreaker.
Let's go with Boston because that's what I thought it was originally. So
okay. And Denise now says no, it's Boston. It's like, shut up. All right. Question 3. Who sang the lyric "Call for the Captain Ashore" in 1966? Call for the Captain Ashore in 1966. The Beach Boys, the Guess Who, Jan and Dean, or the Dave Clark 5?
Good Lord, I wasn't even alive then.
It's classic rock. Call for the Captain Ashore, 1966. Was it the Beach Boys, the Guess Who, Jan and Dean, or the Dave Clark? Chris says Beach Boys. It sounds like it could be a Beach Boys song, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think it is.
We'll go with the Beach Boys. So, all right, the next question, number 4. Well, you can syndicate any boat you row was a 1970 song lyric from which band? Well, you can syndicate any boat you row. 1970, was it the Who, the Beatles, the Yardbirds, or Cream? I have
the Who?
Chris says the Beatles. You could
Oh,
syndicate me. Would that be that might be off the Yellow Submarine? Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, pick Beatles.
We'll go with the Beatles.
I have a wicked thing in my lap right now, so
Whoa.
yeah.
Get that thing under control, Brenda.
She tried to
All right,
crawl in
Denise
my lap.
Beatles. Who sang the lyrics? They sent me away to teach me how to be sensible in 1979. The Babies, Supertramp, The Knack, Steely Dan. They sent me away to teach me how to be sensible.
The Knack?
The Babies, Supertramp, The Knack, Steely Dan. I know this one, but I'm going to let you guess, Brenda.
Oh, well, you're a dick.
How to be logical, how to be sensible. It was off of, I'll give you a hint. It was off the Breakfast in America album. And there's a conspiracy theory also behind that album.
Is there? I'm
Yes.
going to have to go find that.
Yes, there is. So, they sent me away to teach me how to be sensible, to be logical. It had a sound effect from a Mattel Coleco football game in it that I still love. The Babies, Supertramp, The Knack, Steely Dan.
Oh, are they saying Supertramp?
They're saying Supertramp.
Yes.
Okay, Supertramp. All right. Here We Come, Walking Down the Street was a 1966 song lyric from which band? Made for television band. Okay. Here We Come, Walking Down the Street was a 1966 TV. The Partridge Family, the Blues Brothers, the Monkees, or Jose and the Pussycats. I'm pretty sure that's the Monkees.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Chad agrees. Yeah,
I'm
pretty sure it's the Monkees. Yeah. Who sang? Where is KG? Me and him used to love these songs. Who sang the lyric? I'd call that a bargain, the best I ever had. I'd call that a bargain, the best I ever had. 1971. Was it the Who, the Kinks, the Beatles, or Zeppelin?
It was the Who.
Okay. All right. Everybody says the Who.
I do.
All right.
I do know that song.
Okay. When you were young and your heart was an open book was a song lyric from a theme song to a 1973 James Bond film recorded by which band? Was it String Cheese Incident? I gotta say, I've never heard of them. The Plastic Ono Band? Yeah, I gotta say, I haven't heard of that one. Wings or the Clash? I'm gonna guess that the Clash came afterwards. I've never heard of the other two. The chat agrees. Was it covered by Guns N' Roses? All right. So Chris says Wings. I'm gonna agree with him because no, it wasn't the Clash. That was way too early for them.
Yeah.
And so I don't know, but I'm gonna go with Wings. So
right.
We'll go with the chat. Who sang the lyric? She is like a cat in the dark, and then she is the darkness. Oh God, that sounds like Mrs. Sportcat. She is like a cat in the darkness. She is like a cat in the dark, and then she is the darkness. The Eagles, Fleetwood Mac, America, or Steve Miller Band. Who sang She's Like a Cat in the Dark, and then she is the darkness from 1976. Denise says Fleetwood Mac. I'm not going to say that I know the answer to this. I think she's correct, though.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think she's right.
Yeah, Chris agrees. Fleetwood Mac. All right. The chat's already ahead of us here. It finally happened. I'm slightly mad. It was a 1991 song lyric recorded by which band? King Crimson, Queen, Zeppelin, or The Jam?
What were the lyrics again?
It's finally happened. I'm slightly mad. 1991 song lyric by which band? King Crimson, Queen, Zeppelin, or The Jam? And the chat is saying Queen. This one I do not know.
Queen?
That's what they're saying. So we'll go with Queen. All right, let's see how we did. Well, answer number one, David Bowie, 1969, Space Oddity. And it was inspired by 1968 movie 2001, A Space Odyssey. Produced Major Tom. Number two, 1976 song from Boston off the Smokin'. I'm sorry, the song Smokin' was the A-side. The A-side was More Than a Feeling. So it was later covered in 2013 by Anthrax. I did not know that. Okay. Who sang the lyrics Call for the Captain Ashore? Well, the Beach Boys says 1966 Sloop John B by the Beach Boys. It was recorded for the Pet Sounds album. Was inspired by 1927 anthology, The American Song Bag. Okay, good to know. Well, you can syndicate any boat you row. We picked the Beatles and we were correct. It was from 1970, Dig a Pony. It was a single off the Let It Be album. So it was recorded during their 1969 January 30th rooftop concert. Brenda was there for that one. Who sang the lyrics? Okay. They sent me away to teach me how to be sensible. Well, that was Supertramp. 1979, The Logical Song was the lead single from their album Breakfast in America. It was based on the band members' experiences in boarding school. By the way, I will go on the record here and I will say Breakfast in America, best album ever. Best album ever. No, you can at me if you don't like it, but that's my favorite album ever. Here We Come, Walking Down the Street, 1966. It was the Monkees. It was a theme song. Series aired from 66 to 68. It was featured the group's 1966 title album, and it was a theme. And it was released in 1967. Who sang the lyrics? I'd call that a bargain. The best I ever had in 1971. Well, that would be the Who. Bargain was the song. It was recorded off the Who's next album. It was an ode to spiritual guru Mahara Baba. Okay. Ew. Pete Townsend was a follower of him. Yeah, they were spiritual. They all were when they were dropping acid back then.
Yeah.
When you were young, your heart was like an open book. Wings, 1973, Live and Let Die. So, and Chris, for the bonus points, Chris, you've definitely won a prize. It was covered by Guns N' Roses in 1991. Who sang the lyric? She is like a cat in the dark, and then she is the darkness. 1976, Fleetwood Mac Rhiannon, I guess. It was recorded in 1975. It was based on the goddess in Welsh mythology.
Oh boy.
It finally happened. I'm slightly mad. That was Queen. And the song was called I'm Going Slightly Mad, recorded in 1991 off the Innuendo album. Okay. It was released 8 months before Queen's singer Freddie Mercury died from complications of the AIDS virus. So, all right, we got 10 out of 10 today. We're pretty good, so we're going to quit with that. We are done with that for the day. So I don't know what the hell that was, so we'll just move on. Let's see. No. Word of the day, Brenda. Word of the day. All right, Brenda. Do you know what rawish means?
Rawish?
Yeah. Rawish.
It means you better cook your fish. Let me guess, I'm wrong.
Yeah. People rawish describes people and things that show a careless but usually attractive unconventionally. Okay. 3 hour. This is a.
I'm sorry.
I'll use
my explanation sounded less complicated.
I agree. 3 or 4 decades ago, the newspaper man was appearingly rawish. At once a bum who drank too much and a knight errant who charged unafraid at social injustice, succored the weak and crossed the lances with the powerful and the arrogant. And so there you go.
Oh my
I still don't know what the hell it means, but there you go. So
we went to the learning center.
so he was highly intoxicated in the parking lot. He heard Guns N' Roses play it live in a soundtrack in their very first show. All right. I wish I had a thing like that. Fact of the day, 2013, Coca-Cola's The Ah Effect campaign registered to name names from ah.com to one with 61 H's. Hey, Chris, you and I have both been on MTV. So there you go. Let's see. Fun and factorial information about today. Well, it's always a special day because we're 201 of the 365 days in. So we still got 164 to go. So, yeah, it was especially important when it came to humankind for space exploration. So Neil Armstrong became the first man to ever walk on the moon. He then said, "That's one small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind." And later he punched a reporter. So, Linkin Park in 2017.
Linkin Park.
Lead singer Chester Bennington committed suicide on this day. We could win with it. The Japanese animated fantasy movie Spirited Away was released. Never saw it. 1997, the USS Constitution set sail for the first time in 116 years. It was one of the old frigates known as Old Ironhide. Yeah, from 1797, retired in 1881. She entered dry dock, and then in time for her 200th birthday, we fixed her up and set her out to blow some shit up.
I was going to say, now she's guarding the Hermes.
Well, we may need her because a couple ships a submarine and a ship ran into each other over the weekend. America's robot
happen.
I'm going to bet the submarine surfaced and the frigate wasn't paying attention. And so we're going to lose a frigate and a submarine. Even though they're both still seaworthy, I don't think the sub can do its sub job by going underwater. I think it's going to have to stay above. I wouldn't want to be the one to test it. We'll put a little of that. Call that guy out that does the Flex Seal. We'll put some Flex Seal in that shit. We're going to 1,000 feet. By God,
you can do anything with Flex Seal.
If
they give me my leg back, I could probably slop it all in there and pop
that
back on. It'll work.
You know what? The guy from Flex Seal, he should take it upon himself as a personal marketing campaign to go out there, be dropped from a helicopter with unlimited amounts of Flex Seal, seal that bad boy up and go, snail boys.
Right?
Somehow I don't think he's going to do that. Let's see. Jane Asher broke up with Paul McCartney live on TV in 1968. That's sad. Poor guy. 1948, South Korea elected Syngman Rhee as their first president. Well, good for him. 1944, Adolf Hitler survived an assassination attempt. 1921, Alice Mary Robertson becomes the first woman to govern the U.S. House of Representatives. All right, Union County, did you hear that? 1921, we had a congresswoman in the House of Representatives. Come on now. The colony of British Columbia joined the Canadian Confederacy. Okay, I didn't know that was a thing. 1871. The London Estoon Railway finally opened, 1837. People of Colombia declared their independence from Spain in 1810. Yeah, we'll just take them over. The Battle of Ankara commenced when Turco-Mongol conquered Timor and invaded Anatolia in 1402. And I have no idea what the hell that's about. 1971, on this day, Sandra Oh She's a Canadian-American actress, was born in Ottawa. She's 54. And Gisele Bündchen, a Brazilian fashion model. She's 45, born in 1980. Well, I'm 2 for 2 on not knowing these people. And, here we go. 1958, Billy Mays, an American salesperson, born in Pennsylvania. Well, I'm 3 for 3. So this guy, Josh Holloway, I've heard the name. Don't know who he is. Actor, born in 1969. He's 56. So there we go. Let's see. We're still in Cancer for the astrology sign, and your parents were probably shagging uglies if you were born on July 20th, back towards the end of October. And well, if you happen to get lucky and send one down the chute today, well, you better be gone April 12th of 2027. So
Run away.
National Moon Day, Space Exploration Day. We talked about Coca-Cola. 103 days to Halloween. 158 to Christmas. All right, there you go. Chris says, I hope Paul McCartney found another girlfriend eventually. It had to be difficult being a Beatle to find someone.
No, I bet you within 5 minutes of him walking out of that stage.
Okay, no, wait a minute here. Isn't he the Beatle that was replaced?
Yes.
Mysteriously. So they didn't have a hard time. It's kind of like Lindsey Graham. Paul McCartney died in a car wreck. And they didn't have a problem finding somebody. Put him in there. He can't sing, but he's pretty. I think
throw him out there in the public.
Wasn't Paul McCartney the one that was behind? Or do you believe in that conspiracy theory, Brenda?
Yes.
Really?
He was, yeah, because they were just getting on the big boom where they were making money.
Yes.
And the record place did not want to lose that.
No, it was not them. It was British intelligence didn't want it.
Well,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a real conspiracy. In music class, we spent a whole week. We were assigned YouTube videos, books to read, and I was convinced it was a real thing. And then at the end, he pulled the rug out from under and says, "No, it wasn't real." I was like, "But you just made the argument that it was real." No. So supposedly he was a cop from Canada. So, well, it was his lucky day.
What?
That's what it was supposed to be, because a cop from Canada who had won impersonation contests that sounded and looked most like him was who they kidnapped in the British intelligence and said, "Today's your lucky day. You just died, and now you're a Beatle."
So they went all the way to Canada.
Well, no, they had
of all places.
They went out. See, this is even back then. Everybody thinks flock cameras are bad. Let me tell you, they've been watching us for years. So they knew who won the personality contest, and they were like, "That's the guy. We're picking him." So, you don't have a choice, buddy. Come with us.
Watch us everywhere. I told you. After I take a shower, I get in my chair and I come out here butt naked. And everything that surveils me, they better ask for a damn raise, because I know and I don't care.
Pictures. You never send me those pictures. So.
You ain't getting those pictures. Shush.
Why did the hipster fall in the lake, Brenda?
Why did the hipster fall in the lake?
I guess
he needed a bath.
His waders were full. I don't know. Well, click for the answer. He went ice skating before it was cool.
What?
I hate this guy.
Oh my God, that guy is an idiot. What?
One of the day we have met the enemy, and he is us. There's a lot of truth. Let's see. Do you remember this? James Fix. He was the running advocate. He wrote the complete book of running. Bestseller. I don't understand why it was a bestseller. Sold over 1 million copies. And, well, as he was jogging, running, he died of a massive heart attack. So
So did
But
he run everywhere he
be
went?
fair, he smoked 2 packs of cigarettes a day. So I'm pretty
And
sure that
still
man
ran?
well, I don't know.
Well,
Bruce Lee,
God
on
bless
this day in 1973, dies of cerebral edema. So he had collapsed suffering from seizures and headaches and was diagnosed with cerebral edema. He took a painkiller for a headache and then took a nap. Later, when they were unable to wake him, a doctor was called and they were unable to revive him. So is it true that Chuck Norris killed him? Wasn't
No.
I think Chuck Norris did.
No.
I don't know. I'm not gonna go into it. First man
You
on the moon,
liked
we talked about
him.
that. Arthur Murray Party, 1950. Hitler assassination. Tarzan, 1924. He won the Olympic gold for swimming. Who knew Tarzan could swim?
I didn't know they put Tarzan in the Olympics.
Tarzan was a bad man. A gymnast wins gold with an injured leg, 1976 on this date. So he had severely injured his right leg during his floor exercise, but he didn't want to let his team down, so he went out there and scored a 9.7 on the side horse, whatever the hell that means. The first pictures of Mars, 1976 today. First underwater guided missile launch from the submarine USS George Washington today in 1967. After completing the first solo transatlantic flight, Charles Lindbergh begins his tour of the U.S. He visited every state with his plane, 1927 on this date. And seeing that in the Smithsonian, that was incredible. The monkey trial, Lord.
Monkey trial.
1925, yeah. Prosecutor William Jennings Bryan takes the witness stand to defend his fundamentalist views against the teaching of evolution. He is completely humiliated by Clarence Darrow, who pointed out the absurdity of a strict reading of the Bible. This resulting stress may have contributed to his death 6 days later. Okay, 1903, Ford Motor Company introduced its first car. So it was $850 for a Model A, and a Chicago dentist ordered it. Carlos Santana, 1947, born today. Natalie Wood, she was born today. Sir Edmund Hillary, he was a New Zealand explorer. The founder of genetics, Gregor Mendel, was born in 1822 on today. Kim Carnes, a singer. Betty Davis Eyes, I knew I recognized that, 1945. Yeah. Diane Rigg, she was an actress. The Avengers, she played Game of Thrones, born in 1938. The person that developed the optical fiber, Robert Marr, was born in 1924. Lola Albright, an American singer and actress. Let's see. The person who invented the thermometer, well, it was in 1836. So he came up with a short clinical pocket thermometer, and that was the first probe. Coined the word dinosaur, was born this day in 1804, Sir Richard Owen. And there's Innocent the Ninth. He was the Pope. No. Yeah, he was the 230th Pope, but nobody remembers what he looks like. So
yeah, he has no face. Chris, another Pope with no face.
Yeah, you got to get with it, Chris. We're going to go through this real quick because we're way behind. Moon Day, Crown Prince Day, International Chess Day. Okay. Fortune Cookie Day. Get Out of the Doghouse Day. National Doghouse. Get out of the doghouse. Mrs. Sportcat does not approve. National Lollipop Day. Ugly Truck Contest Day. Women's Union Establishment Day. It's World Jump Day, but don't do it all at once. The Earth will have a earthquake, and we don't want that. So, let's see.
Save my ears, please.
It's Hug Your Kids Day, Nap Day. Brenda does that all the time.
I like Nap Day.
Yeah, let's see. What else? We're moving
My
quick.
favorite day of the year, nap day.
We've covered enough of history. Screw history. We're done with history. All right, let's get into some news here because
Yeah.
we had some breaking news as we were coming on because a suspect was arrested outside of Manhattan's 26th Federal Plaza for setting off fireworks and pulling a gun. And he was wearing a bunch of anti-ICE slogan shirts. Apparently, he started a fire, set off fireworks, which caused one person to have smoke inhalation, then pulled a gun on everyone near him. He apparently was pushing a cart with two more long guns and more fireworks. So he was arrested at the scene. So.
What was he thinking?
Well, I don't know. It was a peaceful protest, Brenda. Come on now.
Yeah, what mostly peaceful is what they call them now.
And there were some incendiary devices. Yeah, he was probably a good guy.
Yeah, he was.
There was nothing.
Sharing the love of the 4th of July, and he was just a little late.
Oh, he had manifesto, pellet guns.
Damn.
Oh, yeah. So he had a manifesto and pellet gun. Well, that's gonna get your ass shot. He was an Army vet. Apparently, he was the one that said it. I'm sure you'll hear today how they were all peaceful protests and that there was no violence with this.
Most definitely.
There it is. The fire. I gotta kill this sound. Well,
kill the sound. There you go.
It's not a very big fire.
Yeah,
look at this guy. He's like, there's something burning over here.
I know.
It
doesn't look like anybody's panicking.
Oh, you see the guys with guns come running out of the building.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, same to you, buddy.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So let's see. I thought there was a better video of him actually setting this.
Oh God.
Was this the video?
Welcome back, Rain.
Oh, that's him with a gun.
Oh,
such a nice guy.
And he left his fireworks and everything else behind, right?
Yeah, you should at least shut your fireworks, buddy. Let's see here. Breaking news. Oh, there it was. He threw something down there, which then ignited and he took off. So.
Oh yeah, and when they caught him, they had to strip him down. He had a helmet and a vest and everything else on.
Well
then.
I'm just going to point this out, and I love how New Yorkers are so calmly like,
I don't know. Like, hey, bonfire.
That guy's like, maybe I should go faster. He's like, no, it's fire. That's for firemen. So, still hanging around. And then I think that right there is where a cop tackled him. Yep.
Yeah. I did see that.
Well, I guess he was a cop. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He got a swift punch to the face right there and take it to the ground. And then here comes the peanuts. Good for them. So
yeah.
But they'll probably let him out. He was only setting off fireworks in his peaceful protest. Come on.
Yeah. Okay.
He had a pellet gun. So he didn't mean anything by it. So it looks like I'll continue. I don't want to support you. Yeah, it looks like there were some fireworks and some flammable liquids. Yeah, it was mostly peaceful. So there you go. Mostly peaceful. So
yeah, mostly peaceful protest.
Yeah, come on. Whenever that was a peaceful fire, Brenda. Well,
I have never met a peaceful fire, so I'm so glad you showed me that.
No, I like to share. So the guy's in custody. He has a long history of anti-immigrations and customs enforcement protesting, and he decided to set a fire outside of the federal building in Manhattan today.
Nice.
Probably.
Good job.
He's an Army veteran. Probably, I'm gonna think not his brightest move. So.
Nope.
No, he should have thought that one out a little bit better. So, but I've always said criminals, crooks are all stupid. So, well, us in Iran, well, apparently it's on.
We're all
and,
stupid.
hell is going to rain down on them. I heard Pete Hegseth earlier today during his presser saying that the president has told them to open the gates of hell. And Pete said, now is the time for the citizens of Iran to take your country back. We've weakened it. And for the 189th time, we've eliminated their army. Unfortunately, in this war, and I'll call it a war, we've lost 3, maybe 4. I'm not sure. There's been some mixed signals sent on that. Soldiers, soldiers. They were deployed in Jordan, and it was apparently a drone attack. And the last fatality was a female that was trying to apparently a drone that had crashed, or maybe, I don't know. Anyhow, it hadn't exploded yet, and she was with the ordnance team, and apparently it went boom. So I think she may have been the one they were trying to identify. So Trump answered Mama Hamadami, the head guy in charge of New York, and said, when Netanyahu comes to the United States, he will not be arrested. So Hamadami, just shut up. The president, he literally trumps you. So
he doesn't think so.
Well, maybe they should declare their sovereignty and separate from the U.S. Let's see how that works out. As Biden says, at me, man, I got jets and rocket launchers and tanks. So, hey, I'm using
corn
Biden.
pop.
Yeah, corn
Don't forget,
pop.
he's also got corn pop.
So, Trump has said many times over he has said that Iran will pay many times over for every U.S. soldier killed. I couldn't agree more. I hate that we're in this position, but you know what? We're here now. So the troops, you serve at the president's request, and well, he said go annihilate a country. And unfortunately, and as sad as it is, I'm not defending Trump on this, but we've had loss of life on our side. So I hate to hear that. And also there's a couple groups going around on YouTube that supposedly have received some kind of intel that Iran is making plans on ground attacks and assaults on its neighbors to penetrate a U.S. base, and they want to capture U.S. soldiers or troops and bring them back to Iran and have them publicly basically executed. So they're now planning on launching a ground attack on their neighbors. I don't think they're too smart. Worldwide caution. This says for Americans abroad, but it was a worldwide alert. And if you read it closely, it could be anything from your Sunday school in Kansas City, Missouri, to downtown New York City, or over in, Bahrain. This is a worldwide alert that Americans need to be on heightened alert that some bad shit's probably about to go down. So the soldiers have been identified. We'll go over that in a minute. Gas prices, because of this, well, they're going up. And the oil price is climbing, which means not only are we going to pay for all of this, militarily, we're going to pay at the pump as well. So, I'm
going back to horse and buggy.
Yeah. And Trump reigns held down in death on Iran for the 9th night last night. So we struck back at them, and apparently they've made some good strikes, but they've managed to successfully Iran has successfully for the most part, with their surviving military that we've decimated, only get rockets off. So we're going to continue to hit them hard and Hegseth is saying it's time to take your country back. So let's see. The three U.S. service members, they were killed in Jordan, which is that's not like right next door to Iran. That's a little bit away. So it was the missile and drone launch that got them. Let's see. We'll go here. We'll move along. Of course, we're going to punish them. Of course we are, and we should. Let's see. So the identity of two of them, U.S. Army Private Isabel Gonzalez. She was 19 from Carrollton, Texas. First Lieutenant Tyler James Feehan. He was 25 from Ewa Beach, Hawaii. So those were the two. The third, I don't believe they've identified her by name yet. So we'll wait and see. But and then some has said that there were maybe a fourth, but I don't know that that's confirmed. We'll probably get more tomorrow on that. So is this breaking news? No. Okay. I was just making sure. I got an alert on my phone. There was an explosion in New York. I was like, all right, is that breaking or is that just covering the one that came there? This talks about the worldwide warning that all Americans we should be on high alert right now. So, hey, Devin.
I live that way. Hi, Devin.
I'm not sure what I mean. Where did I miss? What? I'm not sure what Chris is talking about.
Thank you, Chris. Because when you were trying to say successful, the first thing that came out of your mouth was sex.
Okay, yeah.
And then when you went on, I thought, well, maybe I just heard it wrong. No, thank you, Chris. I knew it.
All right, yeah. Chrissy may already be out on bail, so. Yep, Denise says New Yorkers do. They walk right by it. Yeah, nothing to see here. So, according to CNN, it was a perfect fire to stand in front of. Maybe roast some marshmallows. So, it's very, very. Well, Chris, I am a redneck. What can I say? So
late fireworks and a weenie roast was going on. That's all it was.
Yeah, nothing to see here. So if you're an American, no matter where you are in the world, be on high alert because, as we saw in New York City, there was some sex-fully hog bearing going on, and he was an Army veteran. So, I have no clue what that. I have to go back and listen to that again. I had no clue. My brain is in like 10 places at once today. So. Gas prices are going to go back up. Some say they're already over $4 a gallon. We're going to take a look at that here in a second. I'm sure in some parts of the world, probably California, they're probably already way up. So,
California is.
Yeah, here's what gets me.
Highest.
So, all these attacks in the past 9 days, but today they're like, today prices are going up. Shouldn't we see it next week or so? I mean, I don't know. I'm just asking. So.
These gas station owners, they know the gameplay. And they are on top of it, man. They're like, get it up now.
That part is most of the gas stations are owned by people who ain't from around here. So.
From those people.
Brenda, she said it, not me. I said they ain't from around here. So.
Look. We played the disclaimers, so we are
we did.
Covered.
All right, so over $4 is red. Looks like pretty much Oregon, Washington, California, Nevada. Was that New Mexico? Is that New Mexico? Whatever. Alaska, Hawaii. Up in New York, Pennsylvania. Actually, well, no, that's Jersey. So, I guess I could show it. It would tell me it was. No, it's Arizona. Duh. So. Here in Georgia, we're at 376. Tennessee, you're at 361. 391 in Virginia. Let's see, up in Vermont, 412. Wow.
What's mine?
Texas, you're at 357.
Yeah.
Okay. California, 549. Oregon, 455. Washington, 501. Wow. Chris 415. So Denise says her gas station gives her. Tell him you watch the Sportcat show. I hear you'll get 10% off. So. Don't at me. Please don't at me. So over the weekend, we did have some good news. JD and Usha, well, they welcomed a baby boy. For those of you who are history followers, it's been more than 150 years since a VP has had a child in office. So, his wife, JD, and his wife, second lady, Usha, on Sunday announced the birth of their fourth child. So it's a happy day. So all the siblings were around, and they posted on social media, baby and mom are doing well. Alec Neil Vance was the name. So good for you.
Neil?
Yeah. Apparently it was at Walter Reed. Okay. I guess that's where all the military go and all the, so there we go. So
pretty much
this is what we said, his fourth.
Yes.
So yeah, well, congratulations to them.
He is building his own baseball team.
Well, I mean, you know what? Well, he wants to be a family man, and that's okay. So, and no matter what you think of any of their politics, I'm happy that they've had a child. So, and of course, the newspaper has to try and bring something in here. So,
of course,
they just have to. Yeah,
oh my God,
newspaper.
why?
Who is this? This is an Asia One News reporting. They had the best picture of Usha. Let's see. New York Post. Well, President Trump has put the Canadian Prime Minister on notice. The raging wildfires, they have poisoned us, and they're going to pay for the damages. So,
oh God, we're going to bomb Canada.
Canada, you have been out. So,
you're in trouble. Get in the corner, Canada.
Chris said that Democrats posted that they were shocked that it was actually a woman who gave birth. So, well, historically speaking, mostly females have babies, according to UNC medical professor. So, he was a dean or something, wasn't he? I don't know. Yeah, that was last week. So, our air has been poisoned. Apparently, he pulled Mark Carney aside at the FIFA World Cup. Did you watch any of that, Brenda?
God, no.
I started to, but, and God, I'm going to get added for this. I'm getting added for a lot of things, but the World Cup, soccer just doesn't do it for me. No. And I've had people try and explain it. It's like hockey. I'll watch it if it's on. Basketball, I'll watch it if it's on. But,
hang on.
Whoa. They've come to get Brenda. But, it just wasn't my thing. But apparently, Trump was booed, shocker, when he went there. And then apparently, I think Spain, when they won, apparently Trump was on the stage a little bit longer than planned, but it's Trump. Does that surprise you? I mean, come on. So, but at any rate, while he was there, he spoke to the Canadian Prime Minister and said, hey, as a result of your wildfires and you not taking care of your forest, you're going to pay up, buddy. So, I guess we'll see. Trump has long contended about forest management is needed to prevent wildfires. And he is correct. If there's basically fire needs a couple things, and fuel, I don't know, dry forest, that's one of them. So, yeah, Chris, they had a difficult time. Well, actually, they edited him out. So they edited him out of the photos for the team. Yeah, that was a breaking news. I was like,
he wanted the trophy. He was like, I need
gold
this.
And shiny. Yeah, give it to me. So Rubio, this should be kind of concerning. He says that Cuba has infiltrated the highest reaches of American government, talking about decades-long espionage campaign. And it's been one of the most durable and damaging foreign intelligence to penetrate Americans in American history. So basically, he's just saying, you know what? We're coming for you next. So we may have some bullets left, but that's all we'll need. So yeah.
You know, Denise, back me up here. Is there a country that you want? Because I think you and I should take, get over there and yank our pants off and piss on it and say, hey, this is ours now.
Well, I mean,
it's like a
have to
pissing
kind of
contest.
I understand why we want Venezuela, why we want Cuba, why we want Greenland. I get it, but
we want and want and want.
I understand
and then take
why, because we're making more and more enemies, and weapons they can't just drive up and shoot a gun. They can be on the other side of the world now. So we need to expand our global empire of American whatever the hell we are to conquer. I don't know.
Oh my God, stop.
But Trump has signaled that Cuba, they're next after Venezuela, and they're next on the list after Iran. So we're wrapping up in one, and we're going to go right for another one. Yeah, who knew? Brenda, you've got Bertha. She's going to be coming right at you. Right now, she's just a depression. Bertha's kind of depressed, but she's going to form a tropical storm and then possibly a hurricane. So, and then she's got another one right behind her. Bertha likes it. She likes to have something pushing her from behind, so it may join her. So
I will be breaking out the wetback.
Everybody from Tallahassee west to Corpus Christi in the Gulf of America, pay attention. Right now, Bertha is just pissed off out there in the Gulf, but somewhere over the next day or two, probably in less than 48 hours, she's going to be a hurricane. And where she makes landfall is anybody's guess. I think they most likely at this time, I think they're saying somewhere in Louisiana, but pay attention. We'll keep following it. Right now, she's just depressed. So far, the Venezuelan earthquake death toll has surpassed 5,000. Man. Yeah, that was the news Friday. And I'm just going to bet that it's probably going to go higher. I won't say a lot higher, but it's definitely going to go higher. So sad for the country. So the new Air Force One, it's out of service. Trump Force One or whatever it is. It's out of service because, apparently it was put in service 2 months before it was supposed to be. I wonder why that is. Trump said on Sunday that the Qatari donated jet that serves as Air Force One is going to be sent for upgrades because of security features. The reporters we arrested leaked the information. Supposedly, she can't be refueled in mid-flight, and she supposedly can't deploy anti-missile or RPG something or another. So Trump says it has a lot of capability, but as I understand it, about a month or so, it's going to be maxed out. So we're going to go back to the old one, the one that actually works. So yeah. I think they're right. It was too quick. And a lot of people are making a big deal about the color. I don't think the color is really that big of an issue. I mean, it's not orange. I mean, my plane would probably be orange, but so yeah. I guess because they're making such a big deal of the colors, because when it flies, there's always decoys that fly with it. Well, if he boards this one, they're going to know he's on that one. So I guess in a way it does make sense. But I mean, that's it's going to be the new ride. So yeah, once they get the shit it needs on it. So
Right.
it was rushed to service, kind of like the reflecting pool. It was rushed to service, and then they just
drove in it.
This glue wasn't even dry, and they're out there bringing armored personnel carriers on it. That's our government. They're so bright. So this was a breaking news headline, and I'm going to be honest, I'm not sure why this is such a big deal. Trump secretly has replaced the Rose Garden lawn with statues of controversial figures. So we know that he decided that the Rose Garden needed a uplifting where they basically put a patio there so that when it rains, let's everybody remember, DC is swampland. They didn't have to worry about people with wet feet. So I get it, but because Trump did it, it's bad. Well,
yeah,
he's now been putting statues out there, and the latest one is drawing heat because not only is it of Thomas Jefferson, he did this in secret, apparently. I don't know how you can bring in a 7-foot tall, 700-pound bronze statue into the Rose Garden secretively, but hey, apparently he did it. He's just that good. But not only is it controversial because it's Jefferson, but the guy who did the statue is also the same guy who made the bronze one of Trump for the Fight, Fight, Fight monument. That is, of course, talking about the image from the 2024 assassination attempt in Butler. This is Jefferson. It depicts him working on a draft of the Declaration of Independence. So apparently Trump loves it so much that he sent the artist, the same guy that made this other statue, a personal thank you note. I don't think that's something new. I think he actually sends a lot of personal notes out. I've heard that from multiple people, that Trump likes to have handwritten little notes. So, little cards of thank you and stuff. And as far as responders and stuff, he likes to give them challenge coins and stuff. So. But because the grass, it's been replaced with a patio, this is the 5th statue. Now, Jefferson is going to join Washington, Franklin, Alexander Hamlin, and another one, which is called Freedom's Charge, which is an honorary statue for Revolutionary War soldiers. Now, why is this such a big deal, Brenda?
Because everybody makes it a big deal, Glenn. I don't know.
Well, Brenda, it's a big deal because these people, they enslaved people. And so they shouldn't be recognized. I'm going to go out on a limb here. This is not misogynistic or racist or whatever. That was a different time and place. It was common. I'm not approving or condoning of it, but it was common at the time. It wasn't,
I will be so happy when people realize that we are all slaves to the same damn system.
Well, I mean, through the course of history, slavery has occurred to almost every race on the planet.
That's right.
And so, I mean, I understand that people can be, I will give you, they don't want the Confederate flag flying over their firehouse, their bank, their library. I'll give you that. But does it have a place in a historical museum? Yes, absolutely. Because if we forget about our history, we're doomed to repeat it. I think we're already doomed to repeat it anyhow, but it happened. We should learn from it as human beings. We should grow from it, and we should move on. Nobody should be enslaved. No one should be abused. No one should be held down because of their sex, their color, their whatever, or sexual orientation.
Unless you want to be. Oh.
Don't get in your kinks. Remember, the mic's still hot. But no, I mean, history is just that. It's history. We need to learn from it. I've said many times on the air, in my high school, we never learned about the Vietnam or the Korean conflicts or wars, depending on who you speak to. And that may have been because maybe books didn't catch up with history at the time of my education, or it could have been that they intentionally chose to hide it, but it still happened. That doesn't mean we shouldn't learn from it. So, I didn't learn about any of that until I was basically out of school in college. So
really,
it's sad about, I didn't know the first thing about it. I knew my neighbor had been in Vietnam, but I didn't know why. And here's the other part I found. Really, where's my button? It's this button. Was that not the right button? It's this button. There we go. I can't find a damn picture of this statue anywhere. This is as close as I got. And it's Trump standing by it, pointing at it. And supposedly this was just snapped by one of the reporters when he was coming in last night. Apparently it came in while he was gone, because now I know this is going to be a shocker. It had to make it through security screens before they could secretly bring it in. So
really, they patted down the statue.
I'm sure I don't know. What do you do to you X-ray? I don't know what you do to it.
Probably, I don't.
With a tuning
shake it around a little bit.
Goes off. I mean, I'm sure they had to do some kind of security thing before they put it right next to the Oval Office. And I'll agree. But even I think the White House is guilty of this. Why don't we have a better picture of it?
Maybe so we will. I mean, this was last night, right?
Well, apparently it was done while he was in New York City. So
you gotta give it a little time for everybody to catch it.
It's a secret, Brenda. Come on, it's a secret. I still don't understand how you bring in a huge bronze statue and it's a secret, but hey, what is it? Over the weekend, well, the fighter jets were busy. Denise, as you point out, there were people booing him, and he did try his best to unite America. Well, because he was in New York, they had to put up a temporary flight. What do they call it? TFR, temporary flight restrictions, TFRs, for I think it's like a 50-mile radius. And, if you get violated it, you're going to get warned. They're going to call you on the radio. If you don't listen to them, well, they're going to come look for you. And apparently over the weekend, NORAD had to launch. I'm sure they were probably already up there. During two of them, they actually had to shoot flares to let the pilot know, hey, this is your last warning. Otherwise, the next one is, it's going to probably be a lot brighter than this. So,
it's going to hurt.
The planes were all escorted out of the area by the military. And I'm sure that they were then taken to a secure location and stripped and whatever and checked out. So, you will immediately, as this says, should the pilot or aircraft happen to find itself intercepted, you might want to get on the radio frequency 121.5 or 243.0. Turn around immediately because, bad shit's going to happen if you don't. So
I agree, Denise.
So, he does. We all say stupid shit, but sometimes he really does just need to shut up. So apparently the DOJ today has launched an untested court called the Alien Terrorist Court. And apparently this was created 30 years ago, and it was designed to deport alien terrorists but has never been used. So they're hearing their first case today. The Trump administration is bringing this secretive court out of the, I don't know, dusty bookshelf. And, well,
so
they're going to start doing.
So enlighten me.
Well,
when they say it's an alien court, do they
they're
mean
talking about
illegals?
people. I mean, I guess it could be aliens from space if they come here without permission, but it's for aliens who basically we need to get out of this country.
Okay.
So it's a 5-member court, and the hearing. So actually, they dusted out and they opened their doors today. They're still cleaning their offices. Thursday will be the first where they actually convene. So we'll follow that. I'm sure there's going to be some type of protest and stuff, but everybody needs to remember this was invented in 1996, and it can essentially they can do the death penalty, or they could kick you out of the country. So this is a pretty serious court. I haven't had a lot of time to research it, but because it's never been used. So,
where's it at?
Well, I'm assuming, Chief Justice John Roberts is picking them. So I'm assuming the 5-judge panel is going to be in DC somewhere. I don't know. But I'm assuming it's going to be in DC. And they're using some of the 1798 wartime laws, the Alien Enemies Act, which was from this administration previously, and we're using 1996, alien anti-terrorism and alien. So they can remove them, or under this court they can terminate them. So
see, everything they're saying, it sounds like aliens.
Well, yeah. But here's the deal. You don't want to call them undocumented. You don't want to call them unwelcome. I mean, terrorist.
Well, you do, but you're just not allowed.
Title. Well, I mean, I actually watched a guy talking about titles, and he said English language is how more wars have been won than any weapon. He said, if your group, we will just first one that pops to my mind. If you are discriminate against a person of homosexual persuasion, they invented the word homophobia. If you don't like people that are Islamic religion, your Islamophobia. So basically his theory is the English language is setting up these new words, whether they're created by cause or effect, and Americans are just clamming up and not doing anything because of them. And he's saying that's how more wars are being won. I don't know that I can argue with that logic.
Chris, look up the phobia for Steve. Now that is a big word. That is a big word.
Okay, Chris, there's your gotta call them compensated new. Oh yeah, I was called, by the way, in where I was being attacked, and this person obviously never listens or watches my show. I was called a liberal fucktard.
What?
I was like, and my reply back immediately was, I think I'm more offended by being called a liberal. Where did
I've called you a fucktard before, so
a liberal?
Never.
I don't think you've ever been called a liberal, but hey.
Nope.
It is what it is. Border crossings are historically low, but drug seizures are up. So they're still trying to get the drugs in all kinds of different ways, from bringing it in by air, land, or sea. And, so far we've apprehended just last month almost 10,000. It's a great new nickname. Which one? Did I do another stupid word?
Fuck-tart.
But yeah. But it's the people coming across are 94% less than the monthly average during previous administrations. But the drug seizures are up, which is good. I mean, it's good and bad. We don't want any coming in, but between Arizona, California, Mexico, and Texas, last month alone, 12,901.
Good God Almighty!
Yeah, I'm glad they're catching them. So it's helping us. So President Trump got the blame for this too.
Oh yeah, he must be in there.
Apparently the FDA fumbled, and apparently it wasn't just Taco Bell. Diarrhea twist. Walmart, Aldi, anybody that carries Taylor Farms and anybody that uses Taylor Farms products, well, they kind of had to send a letter out and say, I'm sorry, we didn't mean that. It wasn't really you guys. So, yeah. So apparently, we're still looking for the causation of the explosive diarrhea. So,
did you see that? Did you see that meme on Facebook that had the Taco Bell sign and said, "Don't act like you've never gotten exploding diarrhea before from Taco Bell."
It happens. So now there's apparently a milk shortage because of a cyber attack on Coca-Cola.
Wait, what?
Yes, you heard me correctly. Apparently Fairlife, which is owned by Coca-Cola, has had unauthorized access by a third party. Maybe that's what we should call this court. Unauthorized access third partiers.
Hey, good idea.
So yeah, apparently it took a lot of the Fairlife companies out of service and offline, and apparently that got cows backed up because they couldn't get milked by their AI equipment, and they got bloated and died, and I don't know. But apparently we've now got a milk shortage. So
wait, they are using AI equipment to milk cows? What a bunch of lazy people.
Oh, come on. We kicked out the illegals. So
no.
To do it. Oh, damn. Did I say that? So, I mean, okay.
It doesn't take brains to pull on an udder. Hire somebody out of high school.
Growing up the farm, I've done it. So, yeah. But
I've done
because
it.
of cyber attack, we're going to have supply issues with milk. I'm not really sure why Fairlife and Coca-Cola, if I don't know if they own the largest network of cows. I don't understand this, but
I don't understand it either.
Yeah,
Somebody
if you don't milk the
screwed that up.
cows, the milk goes bad. If you don't get the milk out, it goes bad. So yeah, so
People get out there and pull an udder or two. Come on. Pretend like it's your first date.
So yeah. All right. So Walmart in California. Well, you know the anti-theft devices they used to put in CDs and DVDs and stuff like that.
Yep.
Well, they've increased the technology since then. And now apparently beef, including ground beef and ribeyes, are going to be packaged with these trackers. So if you go outside of the store without the tracker being taken off or deactivated, well, they're going to tackle you. So we are now putting anti-theft devices on our beef. So
nice.
I don't even know where I want to go with that argument. So, oh shit, we're almost out of time. Let's see here. Chris, I brought this one up for you. 50 cents a month fee for residents of Illinois if you're a doom scroller. They're going to watch your data and you will be taxed 50 cents a month in Illinois because they're going to obtain your data and see if you're a doom scroller. So,
Oh
Chris,
my God.
there you go. Minnesota, we got to say props to this grandma. She took it all the way to the state Supreme Court, and they are now going to, I got to do the picture of him off there. They are now going to allow alcohol and alcohol sales in nursing homes. So kudos to that grandma. She wins Grandma of the Year award.
They're in a nursing home. They have nothing else to do.
Yeah.
Let them have a few drinks.
There you go. Let them enjoy their alcohol. So if you're in Minnesota, apparently now it's legal to get drunk in the nursing home. But if you're in Illinois and you doom scroll, well, they're going to get your data and they're going to charge you 50 cents a month. So Chris,
oh my God,
it was your governor. So yeah, educate yourself and we will tax you. Well,
that's right. That's what it's all about.
If you do try and educate yourselves, yes, they're coming for you, Chris. So but yeah, if you doom scroll in Illinois,
hey,
going to
what if you go to a nursing home as if it's a bar and get drunk and take your computer and doom scroll there?
But you can only do that in Minnesota. You can't get drunk.
Oh, well, who the hell wants to go to Minnesota? If I lived in Minnesota, I'd be drunk too.
They're going to see an influx of people going to nursing homes.
I might stay. I always threaten to throw my wheelchair out the window and run away, but you know.
I'm with Denise. Give them the booze. They've earned it.
Right.
Tomorrow, catch me until 2 on the Thin Line Rock Station, www.thethinlinerockstation.com. And then 2 to 4, Brenda and I will be back. And of course, there's always ways to at me in my social media profiles if you want to disagree. Offer still out there to any politician or newspaper person that wants to come on. Bring it. Yeah, come on. Brenda and I'll see you tomorrow. Everybody have a great day.
Bye, everyone.
I just had a thought. What if they serve those drunk nursing home residents Taco Bell after they get drunk?
Oh, Jesus. That'd be a lot of ass cleaning.
Hey.